You know, the further we get into the Mario Kart 8 DLC, the more I believe we won't be getting Mario Kart 9 in the near future. Now, I'm not saying we won't be getting Mario Kart 9, period. We will eventually, just not anytime soon. Because Nintendo seems to be priming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to be the definitive Mario Kart game. It could possibly be the Mario Kart game for even the next generation console. But what is Nintendo doing to Mario Kart 8 to essentially pre-render Mario Kart 9 as irrelevant? Well, let's break it down a little bit. So in the past waves, we've gotten a healthy amount of retro tracks, with some original tracks sprinkled in to spice things up. That's no different for Wave 4, as we seem to be getting an original track based on Yoshi's Island, which is phenomenal, by the way. I mean, we've been clamoring for a Yoshi's Island something for the past however long. The difference here is that in the next wave, we are getting an all-new character added to the roster. Yes, Birdo is finally joining the Mario Kart 8 roster. This is the first new character added to Mario Kart 8 since the original DLC for the Wii U version. When this DLC was first announced, I was just happy we were getting some more retro tracks. I mean, it's awesome that they also dropped in some new tracks from Mario Kart Tour as well, but the fact that they have gone above and beyond with this DLC in including customizable items to diversify the multiplayer gameplay, as well as finally incorporating new characters into the waves, tells me that Nintendo is shifting gears with this DLC. They aren't just phoning it in for a quick cash grab before they move on to their next project. What Nintendo seems to be doing is preparing this game for the long haul. As in, this game is going to be the game for the next however many years of Mario Kart. Whether that be a good thing or bad thing, I'll let you decide. This is already the most refined and balanced Mario Kart game ever made, and it doesn't seem as if there's anything really innovative they can do with the series going forward. Unless they take the Diddy Kong Racing approach, which I don't think they'll do. It would be hard to balance that, you know? So, as the old adage goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has sold 52 million copies so far, so Nintendo doesn't have any financial incentive to change up the formula. So, what they've done is taken what is already the most perfect form of Mario Kart, giving it some new tracks to diversify the gameplay, tossing in some customizable items to up the chaotic fun, and finally add new characters. All three of these breathe new life into what was a stale game, but without radically changing the formula too much to detract from its core gameplay. It's the ultimate trifecta of giving an old game a new coat of paint. So, what does this ultimately mean for Mario Kart 9? I'm not sure, but it's probably not good. I mean, inevitably, they will need a successor in the future, especially if the rumors are true and a new console is on the horizon. But this may be another story similar to the new Super Mario Bros. Those games sold incredibly well, but there was only so much juice they could squeeze out of an already bare-bones franchise. So instead of essentially repackaging the same old games, which they fell under criticism for most of the Super Mario Bros. Games following New Super Mario Bros. Wii, they gave the fate of the franchise to the players with Mario Maker, which is kind of weird considering that Nintendo doesn't really want to give any powers to the players, but whatever. But I see a lot of the same things going on here with Mario Kart. Mario Kart as a franchise has reached its peak. It can't get better than this. So Nintendo is making this their magnum opus Mario Kart. Similar to how Smash Ultimate is, well, the ultimate Smash. And if fans get hungry again, they could just take the Mario Maker approach and give us a Mario Kart Maker, which admittedly will be amazing. Please do that, Nintendo. But it could also be evidence that Nintendo is planning for the future. They know that they don't have any new ideas yet for the Mario Kart franchise, so they are stretching this one out for as long as possible to give the developers enough breathing time to truly make something special. I mean, Nintendo is notorious for putting series on the back burners because they couldn't figure out what to do with them. But when it comes to the Mario Kart franchise, they aren't just gonna shelve them like they did with the Star Fox or F-Zero series. They'll make deluxe editions and makers to keep their investors happy. but inevitably, it will be back. You have my word, it will be back. But then again, I could be wrong, and they could release a new Mario Kart game for the next new console. Who knows? Only time will truly tell. But that's just my thoughts on the Mario Kart 9 dilemma. I want to know what you guys have to think, so hit me up in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that little subscribe button. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye now.